Welcome to In Depth with Academia, your gateway to the fascinating world of academic publications, research, and scholarly discussions. I'm your host, Richard Price, the CEO of Academia.edu, and today we're going to dive into a thought-provoking paper penned by José Mario de Vega. This paper might just challenge some of the assumptions you've held about education and the value of different academic disciplines. So, what's the core question José Mario de Vega addresses in his paper? It's a bold one. The paper grapples with the societal perception of the humanities and social sciences, often abbreviated as HUMMS, and whether these fields are seen as less valuable compared to disciplines like science, technology, engineering, and math, commonly known as STEM. Why dive into this, you ask? Well, because the misconceptions tied to these fields can have profound effects on educational choices and societal development. De Vega references a viral tweet. It seems there was this teacher, how times have changed since we were in school, huh? Who kind of dismissed the HUMMS track during a review class, sparking a heated debate about the place of these disciplines in higher education. But why is this significant? It's because these discussions shape how future generations perceive their educational choices. Moreover, it shines a light on how education is sometimes reduced to monetary success rather than being about learning, growth, and maybe just inquisitiveness. Now let's get into the crux of De Vega's arguments. He points out that many perceive education solely as a stepping stone to a lucrative career. But is that really its purpose? De Vega challenges this notion by aligning with thoughts from thinkers like Chris Hedges, who argue that true education should cultivate critical thinking and moral values, not just equip us with the latest management techniques. De Vega passionately argues that HUMMS plays a vital role in shaping well-rounded individuals. These disciplines encourage us to consider the complexity of human experience and to value things like history, literature, and the arts just as much as scientific pursuits. Imagine if we all thought simply in terms of management and consumption. Where would empathy, compassion, and human understanding stand? This line of thought isn't endorsing one over the other, but encourages balance. One standout idea from De Vega is the power of asking the right questions. In fields like philosophy or political science, the aim is often more about wrestling with questions than finding neat answers. It's about exploring the ethical, social, and political implications of our actions, a reminder that uncertainty doesn't negate the ability to make thoughtful, evidence-based decisions. Ever thought about how a philosopher might fit into policy making? De Vega does. He suggests their role might not be to provide answers, but to provoke deeper inquiries that drive societal progress. Let's digress for a moment. Has anyone else ever wondered why more isn't said about how the arts contribute to scientific innovation? I mean, scientists who think creatively can sometimes stumble upon breakthroughs. A little imagination goes a long way. Anyway, getting back, De Vega concludes that dismissing HUMMS is not just wrong, but it's also short-sighted, ominous even. By recognizing the importance of these fields, society can value things beyond the bottom line, emphasizing humanity's vast potential. The humanities and social sciences, as De Vega mentions, encourage us to think critically about our own lives through the exploration of subjects like poetry, philosophy, and history. He peppers this with a nod to the late Robin Williams' character in Dead Poets Society, to make the point that while careers like medicine and engineering sustain life, it's the humanities that enrich it. So, what does this mean for you as a listener? It's a gentle nudge to think about the world more holistically. Next time you find yourself choosing a path or advising someone on theirs, consider that a broader educational scope might lead to a more fulfilling life, even if not more lucrative in the traditional sense. And remember, this isn't about taking sides. De Vega's paper is one perspective in a wider conversation. As we wrap up today's episode, we're reminded that academic research offers opportunities to question, explore, and reflect. Thank you for joining me here on In Depth with Academia. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, life is as much about asking the right questions as it is about finding answers.